Welcome to the Visual Thesaurus. If you're watching this video, you're probably the administrator for your institution's Visual Thesaurus account. In this video, I'm going to show you the different features that you can control in your account settings. I can already see that I'm at the Visual Thesaurus homepage and I'm logged in. If it doesn't say your name here, click on the link below and log in. Once you're logged in, go up to the gray toolbar and click on the My Account tab. That's going to lead you into the My Account page. On the first page, you can see all the basic information about your institution's Visual Thesaurus account, such as the expiration date of the site license. Below that, you can also edit the welcome message. You can customize this message, so if you wanted to say, Welcome District 5 or Welcome Bulldogs, you can do that by clicking on the Edit button here. Below that, there is your login information as the administrator, where you can edit the email address and the password of the administrator login. Below that is your technical and administrative contact information. Below that are any lists that you can sign up for, including product announcements. Below that is the billing contact. On the very bottom of the screen, you can set up your 5 generic usernames and passwords. If you want your users to be able to log in from home, you can set up a generic username and password and distribute it. You can have up to 5. Click on Edit to add the usernames and passwords. The usernames have to be in email format, but it doesn't actually have to be a real email address because we'll never send it any email. The password has to be at least 5 characters long. When you're done, click on Submit, and then scroll down to the bottom of the page to double check your username. Now let's go back up and go to the next tab, where we can then change the default application settings of Visual Thesaurus. Here, you can set up your content filter. As you probably know, Visual Thesaurus has a content filter to protect your students from stumbling across any kind of words of profanity or offensive language on the Visual Thesaurus. Most schools will set their filter level to level 3 or 2. As the administrator, you're the only person who can adjust the filter settings. Make sure you have the box below checked. You also want to make sure that you've enabled your full launch mode Visual Thesaurus. This will allow you to print your word maps. Underneath that, you can adjust the default display settings. This can be especially helpful if you know your teachers are using this in front of your students all the time and you want to make the scale or font size larger or smaller. Click on Save, and every time your students and teachers log in, they will see this default setting. Let's go back to your account management page now. Finally, as the administrator, you can set up the Visual Thesaurus to connect to other databases. These are known as your right-click search options, or control-click if you're on a Mac. Let's click on Edit to customize these options. Your default settings are to search Google and Google Images, but you can also customize your search options by picking from our list on the drop-down menu. But what if you want to use a database or a search engine to which you already subscribe? Well, you can do that by going to the drop-down menu and clicking on Custom URL. In the next box, type in the name of the resource that you want your students to use. Then open up a new browser window by going up to File and clicking on New Window. Go to the URL that you want the Visual Thesaurus to search. So here I'm going to go to the New York Times webpage. Find the search box on the database and type in a word. I'm going to type in Apple and search for it. When those results come up, go up to the URL and copy the entire URL. Go back to your Visual Thesaurus page and paste that URL onto the space for the URL text. Now find the word apple and delete the word apple and everything that appears to the right of the word apple. Now type in the characters $, open curly bracket, WORD, closed curly bracket, and then you're done. Click on Submit. And the Visual Thesaurus will have saved your right-click search settings. And that's how you administer your Visual Thesaurus account. If you have any other questions, please contact your Visual Thesaurus account manager. Thanks for tuning in.